This conference will now be recorded.
Hi, good morning. In today's session, we're going to discuss about the streams futures. Okay, now streams is nothing but whenever the data changes in the source table due to some DML operations, inserts, update, deletes, through change data capture, we'll try to get the change records. Whichever record got changed, right, that records will get into the streams table. Now you might have question, the stream table will have any records or not? The stream table will not have any records. The stream table will have only the offset value. The stream table will have only the offset value. The entire storage will be in the which layer? Will be in the source table. Whenever query the stream table, based on the offset value, it will fetch the delta streams. Got it? Or if in stream table you don't have any data, stream table will have only the offset value. When you try to query stream table, based on the offset value, you try to extract the delta streams. You should keep in mind, if you're asking the interview, you should say stream table will not have hold any data. Will have only the what value?
Offset
Offset value.
Offset value. Based on the offset value to extract the delta streams. Good. Now, just we go into one of the future. It's nothing but data flows. Now, in the pictorial view, I'm going to say how the data is going to flow. Now, if you look at the table little bit, I'm going to perform some DML operations in the table. Okay, the table is name is table. Now we have two columns, column 1 and column 2. Column 1 I have apple, and column 2 I have the value of 5. Okay, now it's a version 1 because I'm going to create a stream on the table, source table. Now what happens? The version is 1. Now what happens? After performing DML operations, I did some inserts, apple and 5. Now, if we look at the stream table, the stream I already said to you, stream table will not have hold any data. Will not hold any data. It will hold only the offset value. When you try to query the stream, what happens? It will fetch the results from the source table based on the offset value. It will give the records for you. It will add some additional column called metadata column. It will give the action metadata is update and metadata row ID. Now, if you look at here, you can see one action called insert because we are inserting apple 5. Now, what I'm going to do is next I'm going to add some few more records. Okay, I'm going to add few more records, and then blue color is nothing but update. Blue color is seeing right, apple 9, it's update. Okay, just trying to update some value. Instead of 5, I'm trying to update as 9. Okay, now what happens, right? It's a version 2. Whenever you insert the new records or update some records, what will happen? The offset value shift from one position to another position between version 1 to version the before the offset value is version 1. After inserting update records, now the offset values come to version 2. Okay, this is how the offset values keep on changing whenever performing some DML operations. Now look at here, which one is updated here in this record? Which one is updated?
Apple, sir.
Apple, sir.
Apple 9. Instead of 5, I'm giving 9. Okay, that's it. This is the update of 9. Now you can see a stream. When you try to query table, stream table will not hold any data. It will contain only the offset value. Based on offset value, it gives some information for you. And then you can see you got orange 2, banana 3, everything you got. Okay, because these both are inserts. And then there is no update for this. That's why getting false. Now apple of 9 is there, right? Now apple of 9 will be updated. This apple of 5 will be given as delete for here because I'm updating this 5 as 9. That's why I'm giving delete here because it's kind of soft delete. What delete it is? It is here soft
Delete.
delete. It's not a hard delete. The soft delete. Okay, now the metadata action is somewhat update because I'm just removing this and I'm doing right. Just give true, and then for each unique row ID, for each row, right, there should be an ID will be there. Okay, based on this ID, we can able to track this row. Now, next one is version 3. Now the offset value after inserting V3, right? Sorry, after inserting banana 3, not inserting, I am deleting. If you see red color, it's a delete. After deleting, right, what happened? The offset value shift from version 2. Okay, from version 2, what will happen, right? Whichever records comes in, you will take the records. Now you can see I have banana 3 delete. There's no update. It's a false and row ID. This is how the data flow works. Already I discussed with you guys. Now we're going to discuss about the data retention period and staleness. Before going to staleness, I want to say what is meant by stale. In database terms or any terms, stale means old. If you say in the table having stale means that table having some old data that is not refreshed frequently. That is meaning of stale. Stale, the meaning is old. Okay. Now, what happens, right? I'm creating a streams on the tables. A stream becomes stale. When the stream becomes stale, right? When its offset is outside of the data retention period for its source table. See, guys, I'm saying to you again. Whenever creating stream, right, that stream can become stale. Stale means what's the meaning of stale?
Old data, sir.
Old, outdated. It's a old, or we can say the outdated. Okay, a stream becomes outdated. What happens when the offside is outside of the data retention period? For every table, we have the data retention period. The default value is 14 days. How many days? 14 days. Once the data retention period exceeded, right? For example, I keeping the table as 14 days default 14 days. If 15th day is coming, what happens, right? My offset also, my stream will become stale. If my stream becomes stale, what happens? My offset portion will not get shifted. Then if anyone performs some DML operation on the table, I won't get any delta stream from the table. Are you understood? Every table will have a data retention period for 14 days. If I exceed that 14 days, right, what happens? Whenever I'm creating stream on the table, what happens? When I'm creating stream on the table, the stream becomes stale. It will be outdated or it will be old. When it will get old? When the offside is outside of the data retention period. If it's exceeding, we are exceeding the data retention period, and the offside value will be there, right? It won't get shifted because though you have specified 14 days for data retention period, if we exceed the limit, what happens? Your stream becomes stale. Whenever someone performs some DML operations on the table, okay, you can't be able to get the delta part. It can be insert or update or delete. You won't get any delta records into the stream table. Got it, guys? Any doubts?
No,
Now,
sir.
Anand will answer for me. When the stream will become stale? When the stream will become
Sir,
stale?
if the offset is outside,
This conference will now be recorded.
Okay, now this is nothing but staleness. Okay, like whenever you are exceeding the data retention period, okay, if your offset is outside of the data retention period for the source table, your stream becomes stale. Now, what I going to do is to prevent the stream becoming stale. I want to prevent the stream should not go to stale. Okay, I want to consume those stream records within a transaction during the retention period of time. What they're saying is, if you want to prevent a stream from becoming stale, I'm going to use one function, system function it is. if you see system function stream as data, okay, what this function will do, right? I will use this function in my task, Snowflake task. It will, what will do, whenever the task get triggered, it will check this condition stream as data. If it's give boolean value, the stream as data given as boolean value, it will try to get those delta and then we'll put into the target table. This is a way you can prevent it from becoming stale. This is the one thing we can prevent it from becoming stale. Okay. Now what happens, right? In case if it is giving the boolean value as false, it won't use that varos. It won't use the varos to get those delta streams. Okay, you can able to save the resources as well using stream as data. Okay, because whenever the if we have if you don't have any data in the source table, if any changes not happen in source table, the system stream as data will return a false. Okay, good. Now just come here. I'm going to talk about the data retention period for a table is less than 14 days. Okay, it's less than 14 days. Now what happens, right? Snowflake what will do, it will try to temporarily extend the period to prevent it from going stale. Snowflake is one of the having the future. Okay, it can able to temporarily extend this period to prevent it to become stale. Okay, now what happens, what the Snowflake will do, it will use the maximum 14 days by default. Depends on the edition we are choosing. Okay, if you are choosing some enterprise edition, this offset value might get changed, but defaultly every edition will have 14 days. But depends on the Snowflake edition, you can able to change your retention period as well. Good. Now I'm going to show a few data to you guys. Now it depends on the edition. Okay, majorly like the default is I'm going to keep is 14 days, and then we can able to consume those data up to how many days? If the data retention period is 14 days,
14
maximum
days,
how
sir.
many days? Maximum 14 days I can able to consume. Okay, now next one is I'm keeping the current table, and then I'm creating the data retention period is 1 day. Data retention period is 1 day. What the Snowflake will do, right? In order to prevent from stale, it extending to how many days?
14 days.
14 days, and then we can consume the stream in 8 days. 14 days you can able to consume. And then what happens, right? I'm not setting any data retention period for my table, 0 days. Okay, and then its maximum data will be extension time will be 90 days. It depends on the Snowflake edition you are choosing. Okay, if you are choosing a critical, right, maximum it can extend up to 90 days, and then you are can able to consume stream up to 90 days. Good. And then now you might have a question, how to see my stay, whether the stream is having stale or not. This is a question in every mind will pop out. Okay, how to know whether the stream is having stale or not? For that, to view the current status of the stream, execute this command, show streams or describe streams. In that, one column will have a stale after column will be there. The stale after column will give the timestamp column for you. Okay, the stale after column will give the timestamp value whether the stream is currently predicted to become stale. Okay, it's going to give the timestamp column. Okay, and then this column is going to predict it becomes stale or not. It becomes stale or not. Okay, now what you have to do, right, in this column you can able to see some timestamp values, and then whenever you create a retention period, right, that retention period you have to compare it. If you see any timestamp value here, then you can assume that that stream is having the stale. If you don't have any stale, it will give the null value for you. So in the world, if I don't have any stale, what value will be there in this column? if I don't have any stale
Yes.
null value, if I having some stale, it will give some timestamp for me. Okay, at particular from this point of time, the stream is having the went to the stale. Okay, this is how you can able to measure it. And then these maximum data extension time in days, it will change as per your snowflake edition. Even though you configure 1 days, what the snowflake will do, it will extend up to 14 days. And then I didn't mention any days for my data retention. It will maximum, it will extend up to 90 days. It depends on the edition, guys. Okay, if you want to see whether the stream is having stale or not, what's the command we'll use? Anyone?
Show stream, sir.
What
Show
command?
stream. Okay. Show
Show
stream.
stream or describe streams.
Describe
Anything you
stream.
can use. And then you have one column called stale after column. In the column, you give the time value. Okay, based on the time value, you can predict it becomes stale. Okay, if it's not having stale, it gives a null value for you. Then that stream is not having any stale for that. Now, this is what they mentioned here. Okay, whatever discussed, right? This is the things they mentioned here. Now, I'm going to discuss few things. How to have the multiple consumer of streams. Now, I have one source table. Okay, keep the table name as A. Keep the table name as A. Now, I am creating around 50 streams on a source table A. I have source table A. 50 streams, create or replace stream. I'm giving stream name on tables A. Like this, I'm creating 50 streams on the source table A, because multiple consumers has to consume the same data. Multiple consumers has to consume the same data. Okay, now what happens, right? Whenever you performs some DML operations in the source table, DML operations on the source table, what will happen? Multiple consumers can be able to consume the same data. Guys, I'm giving example to you. I have table A. Now, how many streams are created? How many streams are
50, sir.
created? 50 streams. Simple. Streams
50.
means create or replace stream.
Replace.
Stream name, giving stream A. Okay, on table. Which table?
A.
On table
A.
A.
Source table, sir.
Like this, I'm creating 50 streams. Okay, now every table point to A. If any changes happened in the table A due to some DML operations, the 50 consumers, who is a consumer now? Stream A, stream B, stream C, that will be 50 consumers will be there. 50 consumers can be able to consume the same data, same delta streams they can able to consume. That's what the multiple consumer of streams is there. Last time we have seen streams on views, right? We can able to create streams on tables, streams on views, streams on data tables. Okay, these are things you can create. But the one thing I want to highlight here is, if you are creating streams on views, you can use all kind of transformations. You can use union all, you can use inner join, cross joins, filters, and projections also you can able to use. Okay, now what is the thing we can use? General requirements. Okay, you can use group by qualify. Qualify means like without using subquery, you can able to filter it. It's similar like where without using subquery, we can able to filter using qualified classes. You can use subqueries, limits you can use, distinct you can use. These are things we can use in the views. Okay, now what I'm going to do is straight away I'm going for a demo session. Okay, because just assume that guys, my stream is having stale. In order to prevent the stale, what I have to use? What I have to use?
Sir, system
System.
dollar stream as data.
Stream as data. Stream as data means give them see the meaning as data. If the data is there, then give true. If data is not there, it will give false. Okay, if someone is performing some DMLs, you'll get some delta streams. If delta stream is having some data, it will give the true. Otherwise, it will give false. This is how you can able to prevent it to become stale. Okay, now just straight I'll go for demo session, guys. Just create your new SQL worksheet. Just choose the database and then schema, choose schema. Good. And then warehouse you can choose compute underscore WH. The role I'm choosing account admin role. The role is account admin. Good. Now we're going to see on real-time use case today. Though we have only less data, we have two tables. One is called counterparty. Second one table is called transaction table. Do you know what is counterparty? Anyone? In the banking terms, you will know about all these things, right? Do you know what
It's
is
a
counterparty?
transaction happened between two counterparties.
Yeah, like see, count the remaining three. You know what is counterparty?
Don't know, sir.
Okay, what about the remaining two?
No, sir.
No, sir, I
Okay,
don't know.
yeah,
Okay.
okay. See, counterparty will happen between the two persons. Now, just assume that Anand is having 100 rupees. Anand is having 100 rupees. Now, now Arif is asking 100 rupees from Anand. Now, Anand will give the 100 rupees to Arif because you know much about Arif. You give me 100 rupees. But Anand is having some doubts on his mind whether the guy will give the same money to me again. Some risk is involved while doing transactions. Did you agree or not? If Anand is giving 100 rupees to Arif, Anand doesn't know whether he will give the same money to again back to him. Some risk is involved. That is called nothing but credit risk management. This counterpart will come. Credit and risk management. Because how we can trust Arif whether he will give the money or not? That's the one question. This is nothing but a counterparty. Counterparty will happen between the two persons. Okay, they can give some money or they can give some how to say some gifts, but they have to return it back. They have to return it back. If if they are not returning right, some kind of risk is involved there. Some kind of risk. Okay, that's what is, we can say it's counterparty risk. We termed as counterparty risk. Because in the world, no one can trust anybody. How we know, or if it gives the same money to us? He might be cheating us. He might be cheating the Anand. Okay, there will be a risk will be involved. That's something counterparty. Now we have a counterparty ID. Whoever transfer the money, they have the ID. We have the name, country, risk rating, exposure. Exposure is nothing but how much percentage of risk on each day is involved. Now, I giving 10,000 to Sendamal. He is saying to me, within 30 days, I'll give the entire money to you. Okay, but he is returning the money after 35 days. In the 5 days, some risk is involved or not. What I'll think, right? What I think, Sendamal took the money, but after 35 days, he's returning the money. Next, he's getting the 20,000 from me. He's saying that within 60 days, I'll return the money. But he's giving the returning the money after 83 day. Returning the money after 83 day. Okay. On third time, he's getting the money 1 lakh from me, and then like he's giving after 1 year. But he said to me, within 90 days, I'll give the money. After 1 is giving the money. Okay, some kind of risk will calculation will be happen in simulation on daily basis. On daily basis.
This conference will now be recorded.
Yeah, this exposure is a daily calculation. Okay, like some kind of simulation will happen again. Okay, on daily basis, how much risk is involved. Okay, this will be calculated. Okay, yeah, see, it's very difficult, guys. The exposure calculation is very difficult. Like so much of PhD research holders will did so much of calculations, and then they will run some simulation on daily basis. Okay, they will run simulation on the daily basis. This is how the exposure is calculated, and then you can see transactions. What the transaction ID, what's the counterparty ID, when the transaction has happened, what's the amount, what is the status. Okay. Yeah, this is how the counterparty, we have two tables. Now what I'm going to do is, in counterparty table, right, I'm going to insert the records. Okay, the first one is counterparty ID is going to 1 for me, counterparty ID is going to 1 for me, and then name is going to be a counterparty A, some name. Okay, and third is going country, which country, USA, and risk rating is 5, and then exposure value. Okay, it will be some value, some mathematical connection will happen, but it does not contains any negative value here. Only positive values will be there. As per the risk, they will calculate these values. Okay, good. Now you can see the transaction. You can see the transaction date, and then you can see the amount, how much they have a transaction, 10,000, 20,000, 15,000. Okay, if it is completed, what happens, right? Whoever got the money, they return back again. That's what completed. Pending means one person given the money, that person is still not that person is not still given the payment. Okay, that's called pending. These are the status we can see here. Good. Now what I'm going to do is, I'm going to copy this DDL and then going to run in Snowflake. Okay, good. Yeah, guys, it's running 3 out of 4. Now it's 4 out of 4. Okay, each table we have around 3 records. We have 3 records. Good. Now we look at the counterparty table and transaction table. We have the records. Guys, listen carefully. Look at the records. I'm going to ask a SQL query from you guys. Select star from counterparty. The transaction will happen between the two parties. Okay. Some risk is involved in the counterparty, some kind of concepts, if you can aware, you can able to understand hedging. Okay, Basel record 3, Basel record 1 framework. Okay, there are so much of things will be there. Okay, the future contracts, option contracts, and then netting. There are so much of technical terms you can able to we can see in the counterparties. Good. Now guys, what I'm going to do is, I'm going to create a stream on the two tables. Can anyone help me how to create streams on these two tables?
Sir, create or replace.
Create or replace stream.
Simple. Create or replace
Stream name.
Stream. Just I'm going to give counterparty stream. Counterparty stream on
Table.
What table name? Counterparty.
Counterparty.
This is a one stream. Okay. Say for next stream.
Create or replace stream.
Create or replace stream. Now
Stream
it's
name.
going to transaction stream. Okay. Transaction stream on
Table.
now, or if you say what kind of stream it is. What kind of stream it is? Stream, we have 3 types, right? What are 3 types we have? Anyone? We have 3 types of streams. The stream belongs, it's a standard stream. Standard, insert only, and then
Append only.
append only. Now I'm asking what kind of stream it is.
Standard, sir.
Standard stream.
Standard.
Yesterday we have discussed, right? Good. Transactions. Now everything is good. Okay. Now create a stream for both the tables. Everything is good. Okay. Now the stream has been created. If you want to see a stale, what's the command we have to use? Want to see a stale?
Show stream names.
Describe or show you can
Yes.
use. Describe stream, right? Stream or streams. Just describe streams or show streams also you can use. No, I think it is stream, not streams. Why it's showing like this unexpected? One second, guys. Just we'll look at the documentation part. Like if you have stream, right? Like you have to use describe or yeah, describe stream. I'm using show streams. Okay, describe stream, right? Describe stream only I use. Okay, just we'll try with show streams. Yeah, now it's working. Describe is not working for us. Show stream is working for me. Now good. Just look at the our counterparty and transactions, right? Counterparty stream and then transaction stream. Just if you look at here, the type is delta. Okay, good. Yeah, now it's giving some stale after. Okay, what's the date again for us? What's the date again for us? What's the date? 6/7. From the date, can you say how many days will come? Now 23. Can you add 14 days here? 14 days.
Yes, sir.
But it should give some null value for one of the stream. I'm not able to remember, guys. For one of the standard stream is given the timestamp for us. For one of stream is given null value for you. Okay. Now, can you add 14 days now today from today? Today is 23. Can you add 14 days? This date is coming or not? 6th day, 7th month. It will go to the stale. Or if today is 23, right?
Yes, sir.
Add 14 days. This date is coming or not? 6th day, 7th month. Then the stream will go to stale. Guys, I'm asking you, add 14 days from today.
Yes, sir.
It's coming, right? Because after adding 14 days, right, it will come 6th day, 7th month. Because it's going to stale. Okay, that it's going to stale. This is how you can use stale after. Okay. Now, what is stale value?
False.
False.
Sir.
Now, the stream is stale or not stale? Stream is stale or not stale? Not stale. Okay, that's why it's being the false. If it goes to stale, right, it will give the true for us. This is how we can use. Now I'll try for describe as well because they've given some describe command for me. Describe stream, I guess. Okay, not streams, it's a stream. No, just once again, describe stream. No.
Sir, can you try with the stream names? Describe counterpart.
Yeah, okay, that's good, right? Yeah, describe stream and then yeah, we have to give the stream name, right? Let's give a try on this counterparty stream. Counterparty stream. Yeah, I made a blunder mistake. We have to give like this. Describe stream. Yeah, it's getting describe stream and stream name. Okay, just get it on and then counterpart stream. If you look at here, right, just scroll down. Yeah, stale is false and stale after. Okay, because now it's not going to stale state. Everything is good. Now I want to show one system function. System function name is system stream as data. If the stream is not having any data, delta streams, then it'll give the false Boolean value. If the stream is having some data, it will give the true for us. Just try this function, select. Why it's showing like system stream as data? System stream as data. Yeah, I have to give the stream name inside. Okay, it's a what stream it is? Counterparty stream. Because stream as it is function. Okay, that's why you given the brackets, the starting, ending, and giving brackets. Inside I'm passing the arguments. Now run it. It's running, guys. Now what's the Boolean value? Bool value.
False, sir. False.
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 If you inserted some records in the source table, what will happen? It will give the true value for us. Okay, because using this function only, if it's giving true, then I will extract the delta streams. Good? Yeah, everything is correct now. Now what I'm going to do, it's very simple, guys. Now what I need is, I need the total transaction amount. Guys, I'm again saying to you, see these two tables. I need the total transaction amount for each counterparty ID. The query is very simple. We have two tables. I need the total transaction amount for each counterparty ID. I'll give some 20 seconds of time for you guys. Just think how to get the total transaction amount for each counterparty ID. Very simple. Even a sixth standard student is doing all these things.
Sir, we can use ID in select column for counterparty.
Yeah, just look at the column names. Let's look at the column names. We have counterparty ID. Here also we have the counterparty ID. Okay, we'll keep this is John key column. Now, can you give a try? Yeah, we'll give a try now. Yeah, go ahead, guys. Otherwise, take a screenshot of this pic. Then only you can able to answer. Okay, just take the screenshot. Then you guys can able to answer for my queries. Yeah, now you can take a screenshot. Okay. Oh my god, just once again, guys. Yeah. Yeah, now you can take screenshot. Can I go ahead? Can I go ahead?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Okay, good. Good. Yeah. Give the query for me, guys. It's very simple.
Sir, first you can join the table, sir.
Yeah. Select. Just don't put any display column as of now. From table name.
Counterparty.
And then
alias name C.
Skip C.
Join.
Why are you going for left join? Why not left join? I need only the counterparty ID.
Yes,
I need display column counterparty ID, name, country, risk rating, exposure, and then total transaction amount. Okay. We can go for left join.
Left join, sir.
And then
Transactions.
Keep it as T. And then
on C dot counterparty ID
equal to
T dot counterparty ID.
counterparty ID. Okay, good. And then, yeah, go ahead.
Sir, in select we can take columns.
I need the total transaction amount. First say that part. The remaining thing is very simple. Our display columns. I need the total transaction amount for each counterparty ID.
Sir, sir, group by
Sujita Priya and Sendamal. Yeah, group by, correct. Sendamal and Sujita Priya. What you are doing, guys? Group by
counterparty ID.
counterparty ID. Counterparty ID. What I going to do is I going to share the requirement right now. Based on counterparty ID, based on counterparty name, and then country, risk rating, exposure. I need all these things. Based on all these things, I want to find the I need to find the total transaction amount. Okay. Further, what you have to do? You have to group all these columns. Group all these columns. Counterparty ID and then
C dot name.
name, C dot country, and then C
C
dot
dot risk.
risk rating, and then
C dot exposure.
exposure. Exposure means what is exposure, guys? Few minutes back I discussed with you. What is exposure? What
So
is
the
mean by
risk.
exposure? Yeah, I want to know the remaining persons like Satish and then Anand, Sendamal and Sujita Priya. I don't know what you guys are doing there. What is exposure?
Sir, the
What
level
is
of
mean by exposure?
risk involved.
Risk is involved. How much percentage of risk is involved? Whether the person will give the money back. Satish, you can give the wife to the money. You will get the money. But if you give to Anand or Sendamal, whether you get the money back,
Sir, doubt only.
there is some risk is involved. There's no doubt.
Yes,
There's
sir.
a risk is involved there.
Risk involved. Yes, sir.
That's nothing but counterparty risk.
Okay, sir.
Okay. There
Okay,
are
sir.
various mitigation techniques are there. Netting, that is a kind of offsetting the value. Okay, hedging, and then and then in order see like banks also involved in counterparty risk. Sorry, banks also involved in the risk because whoever asking loan, right, they should not give the entire funds to the people who are asking for loan. Okay, in order to bank become stable, only like 30 to 40% of funds they can give to the as a loans, because in order to maintain the bank stability, they have to give 40 to 50% of have to give the loan. The remaining 50% they have to keep in their hand, not to maintain the bank stable. How to maintain the stability. How to maintain the stability. This is how the Basel framework comes in. Now Basel Record 1, Basel Record 2 framework, and Basel Record 3 framework. Okay, how to make the bank become stable, because they are giving some loans to the various peoples, to the business peoples, as well as those who are starting their startups, and then those who are seeking some loans for the new companies. Okay, they should not give all the funds to the as a loans. More risk will be involved. That's why the terms comes in. Now what happens, right? I'm putting group by, and then just simple, guys. Anyone? I need C dot Sendamal.
Counterparty ID.
I need Sendamal answer from Sendamal. C dot counter ID. C dot name Sendamal. C dot country, and then Sendamal. I need answer. C dot country, comma.
C dot.
C dot risk rating. C dot exposure, and then I need a total transaction amount.
Sum of T dot.
Sum of T dot
Amount, sir.
amount. That's it. Give some alias. Sorry guys, I'm making some blunder mistake here. Yeah, as total transaction amount. Total transaction amount. Guys, able to get the answer right? Able to get the answer right? This is a total transaction amount. For counterparty C, why I'm not getting? For counterparty C. For
Sir,
counterparties, amount is coming null. Why?
sir, it's completed.
It's completed. Who says this kind of answers? I'm not giving any kind of conditions there in query. Why getting null value? Counterparty one I getting 30,000, right? 30,000 and then 1,50,000. What about counterparty C? Guys, I'm asking you. I'm
Sir,
asking you guys.
amount repaid completely.
See, I'm not used anything in the query, man. I have not used anything in the query. Let's look at here. It's a left join as it is. Why it's giving null value for me? Anyone? Why it's giving null value for me? Or if anybody?
Sir,
Why it's giving null value for me? Hey man, just look at the things. Counterparty I did counterparty I'm putting left join here. What happened here? If you look at here, here I'm getting left table I have 1 2 3, but here I have 1 2 I have 1
yes,
1 2
sir.
I have. I'm not having 3. That's why I'm getting the null value here. Even
Okay,
simple logic guys can't able to understand. Though I am putting left join here, the join key is not matched. That's why he's giving the null value for here. I don't know what to say with you guys. Okay, good. Now we run a query. Just what I'm going to do is I going to what I'm going to do is just created a stream on this table, right? Counterparty and transaction created stream. This is a query I have written. Good. Counterparty and then good. Counterparty and transaction stream. Okay, good. Now what I'm going to do is I got the results. Just replace the table name alone. Instead of table name, what I'm going to do? I'm going to put I'm going to put I'm going to put stream name.
Yes, sir.
Stream. Just first I'll check whether the stream is having data or not. It's not produced any results. Why? Okay, because I created the stream later, guys. That's a problem here. Okay, 1 minute, guys. Just we'll do one thing. I will do one thing. I'll create a table one more time. Create a replace table. Okay, create a replace table. Transactions. Now this counterparty table will not hold any data because I replaced it. Select star from counterparty. You can see, right? Not having any data. Now before inserting the cards, Just create a stream. Now the offset value will be set in the initial level itself, version 1 itself. The offset value set because I'm creating stream now itself. Now, after creating stream, just try to insert the records. Now the records got inserted. If you query a stream, right? If you query a stream, I'm using system function. Now it has to give true or false. You guys have to say.
That's true,
System
sir.
stream, it has to give true. It has to give true. You can see, right? And then if you give transaction stream, what's the boolean value? Sendamal. Boolean value. Sendamal, what's the boolean value for this?
Sir, true, sir.
True. Because now only inserted records. Yeah, it's giving true for us. Now just query the stream table. The stream query table will not have any data. Based on the offset value, it will extract the delta streams. Got it? Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to replace, instead of table I'm going to replace Sridhar Priya. Instead of table, what I'm going to do? I'm going to replace. I'm going to replace. I'm going to replace Sridhar Priya. Instead of table I'm going to replace. Instead of table I'm going to replace. I'm going to replace.
This conference will now be recorded.
I have to replace the stream and then I have to replace the stream. Instead of table, I want to replace the stream. Just instead of counterparty, I want to make it counterparty stream. Now, if I run the things right, I'll get the results. Getting right? The same results I'm getting, right?
Yes, sir.
If I try to consume from this table, what will happen, right? My offset value will be shifted to another version. Okay, let's keep in mind. Okay, now it's giving results. Once you insert in some table, this is the data you insert table, right? What will happen to this stream table? Will have your empty records. Good. Now I'm going to cover one concept, guys. The concept is I have performed CDC using dynamic tables. Change data capture using dynamic tables. We have the base table, and then automatically what the dynamic table will do, right? It will perform the CDC process and load into the dynamic table. But the same thing I want to apply here. I have one base table called source table. I'm using Snowflake streams. It will capture only the change record, and then if I want to load in target table, what I need? What I need?
Task, sir.
Snowflake task. Once the data is available in the stream, what the task will do? It will take those delta streams and put into the target table. But in dynamic tables, whether you need any task, dynamic tables, whether you need any task to load into the target table,
No, sir.
I'm asking Sujita Priya for dynamic tables whether you need any task to load in target table.
No, sir.
No, that's the difference between the dynamic tables and the stream tables. Stream tables you need additional tasks that will take the delta streams and then load into the target table. Now we're going to see. Okay, just do one thing, guys. What I'm going to do is I'm going to use this query. The top of that I'm going to create one task. Create. Can you help me how to create task? How to create tasks? Help me on that part. Create
or
or
replace task,
replace
task name,
task or tasks, task, and then okay, I have the statement, guys. If you're getting confused, right? I have statement. Oh my god, I don't have any statement with me in my hand. Yeah, I have statement. You can use a statement as it is. Create or replace task. You can give some name, but you have to provide a warehouse. Okay. Create or replace task you can give, and then you can provide the task name. Okay. The task name you're going to perform is CDC underscore change data underscore streams. Okay. Now provide the warehouse. The warehouse equal to what's the warehouse name?
computer underscore
WH.
WH.
See, this is a default one. No one is creating their own warehouse. I given the command the day one itself. You can create your own warehouses. Okay, you can give some external configurations and can provide the warehouses. Warehouse equal to compute underscore WH. And next thing is you have to provide this function when system stream as data, and then you have to provide a stream. Okay, if the stream is having some data, what will do? It will if it is true, then it will perform this statements. The same thing I'm going to follow here. Just I'm going to copy as it is. I'm going to write one when condition here. When system stream as data, I want to provide my stream name. Stream name is, you can give any name. Counterparty,
Stream, sir.
stream, and then give some as. That's it. This is how you can create a task. What this task will do, right? What the task will do, it will try to run the queries, and then I'm going to insert one target table. Can I write a statement for target table? Or you can do like this, just create a target table. Before that, I want to create a target table. Create or replace, just give the name as target table exposures. Okay, and then provide the column name. Provide a column name. What are column names I'm getting from query? What I'm getting? One is
Counterparty ID,
counterparty ID. Another one is
name,
name, and then
country,
country, and then
risk rating,
risk rating, and then
exposure,
exposure, and then total transaction amount. Total transaction amount. Okay. Now we have to give the types. Okay. We'll get this information from here. The counterparty ID is going to int. The name is going to string. Name is going to be string, and then country is going to be again string.
string,
Risk rating is going to be int. Exposure rating, what it is, again int, right?
Decimal.
Exposure
decimal,
rate,
sir.
decimal rating, 2. Exposure value. Okay, it will come in the decimal values. Yeah, total transaction amount is coming like again. It's also keep it is like okay. Decimal rating, 2. Precision is 18. Scale is 2. Precision is 18. Scale is 2. Good. Now create the target table for us. Yeah, what happened, guys? I made any blunder mistake. Name is string. Syntax error 54. Why it's showing 54 for me? Counterparty ID risk. Correct only, right? Okay. Why it's showing giving unexpected forming? Create a okay. I missed the terms. No one said to me. Table. Create a replace table. Yeah. Now the target table is created. Have this target table and write insert into, and then you can provide the column names. Column name is counterparty ID
Counterpart.
on name, and then country, risk rating, and then exposure, and then total
Transaction.
transaction amount. That's it. Okay. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to create task. Okay. If one of the table is having boolean values true, right? System function we have to use. Just create the task first. Now the task got created. Okay. Now if you use show task, right, you can able to see your tasks. Now you can able to see a task. What is the task? CDC streams. Now if you look at below, yeah, what state it is? Suspended. If you want to make it started, what's the command I have to use?
Resume.
alter
Alter
task
alter task name,
name
and then
resumes.
resume. Resume the task. See, you can say in the interview you can use task for scheduling purposes. Now if you look at here, see, while creating a task, you should not give any schedule for this. For this use case, you should not give any schedule because you are checking the condition. What condition it is? If it is true, it's going to invoke this statements. If it is false, right, it won't trigger the warehouses. The warehouse only will run these queries, right? Did you agree on this?
Yes, sir.
Did you agree on this? I think I made a blunder mistake, guys. Okay, what the mistake is, whenever you're creating something, right? Yeah, semicolon is there, right? Okay, good. Yeah, we can put semicolon also, no problem. Yeah. See, when it give the true value, it will trigger this part by using the warehouses. It will trigger the warehouse. Warehouse will run these statements. If it is false, it won't trigger the warehouse, and then the query won't be running here. Now what I'm going to do is I just given the alter task CDC resume. Now it came to the which state? Started
Resume.
state. If you want to see started state, right, just go to show task again. Just to scroll down a little bit right inside. Yeah, now you see it got started. It got started. Good. Just what I going to do is in the source table, I have two source tables. I going to insert few records. I going to insert few records. I'm going to take this one, and then I'm going to create one insert statement. Just to take the insert statement, and then just place as it is. Make it as 4 5. Make it as 4 5, and then here also make it as 4 and make it as 5 5. Okay, in transaction table, second column is counterparty ID. In counterparty table, first column is counterparty ID. Okay, good. And then I'll change the amount. Okay, I'll change the amount as 70,000, 95,000, and then I'll make it as 20,000, 40,000, and then I'll make it as 45,000. Good. Now I'm going to insert in my source table. If I insert, what will happen, right? In this table, I have the streams that will capture the delta part. What are the records I got inserted, right? It will capture this part, and then it will, whenever the stream is having data, the task will trigger, and then you can see in the target table. Just insert it. Now it's successfully completed. Good. Now if you go directly to my target table, now I can see the records. Select star from, I can see only delta records. Okay, not full records. Can see, right? Okay, now you're getting some records here. Now your confusion is how I getting 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'll make it clear. Just query my stream table. What's my stream table name? Stream table name, counterparty stream. Counterparty stream. Why is not produced any results for me, guys? Because I consumed, right? Sendamal, why getting null here? It's not giving any results for me because I have consumed it, right? I have
Consumed
consumed it.
already.
Yesterday I took all the session, right? If you're consuming something, right, your stream table will not have any records. If you go and check this table as well, transaction stream. Satish, whether you agree or not,
Yes, sir.
this table
Offset value
will be shifted.
shifted. Sir.
Now, this table will have any records? This table will have any records, guys? Transaction stream. You guys have to say whether this table will have any records. I'm asking Anand, Sindhamil, Satish, Arif, whether this stream table will have any records or not. It's not going to have any data because we are consuming, right? Putting select star from and then inserting that record into this table. We are consuming or not? Guys, I'm asking you whether consuming or not.
Yes, sir.
Consuming and then loading to the table. Okay. This also will not have any record because the offset value shifted to the next version. Now, if you look at here, this is how you can able to see the delta records. Okay, this is how you can see the delta records. For 4, what's the value? 70,000 or 7 lakhs. Okay, it's 9 lakhs. Total transaction amount is 2 lakhs 850,000. This is how you can able to put in the target table. This is how the CDC works for the streams. If we look at the pictorial view, where is the pictorial view, guys? Yeah, I have the base table. It will get the delta part. Once the delta part occurred, the task I am using one function called system dollar stream as data. If it gives a boolean value, it will take the delta and load into the table. That's it. This is how we can able to achieve CDC using streams and tasks. Guys, I am going to close session right now.